Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. Today it's Thursday. I was like, what day is it? We are in LA. We came for a wedding. The wedding was on Catalina Island yesterday, and now we're just in LA through the weekend. So I wanted to bring you along for the ride. I do have a few books on deck that I'm hoping to read while we're here. And yeah, just bring you along while we bop around LA and have some fun. We're at the hotel. It's Thursday morning-ish. We've been working from our computers. We're working remote today and tomorrow. No, we will be able to just do whatever after work and hang out and have some fun. We are about to go get some lunch, but today I got up at 7 to log on for work, and then I went and got coffee from this place called Frank. And yeah, this is delicious. We got the Frank standard, and it has like maple syrup and cinnamon and I don't know what else, but it was very good. But yeah, now it is lunchtime. It's like 30 a.m. almost, and we're gonna go get some ramen. We're going to Ramen Hood. It's a fully vegan ramen restaurant in the like LA Grand Central Market, I guess. We're like a 10-minute walk from there, so that works out perfect for us. We are staying in a haunted hotel, by the way. I'm so excited. Drew booked this hotel, and I was like, where are we staying? And he sent me the link, and I looked it up, and I was like, wait, this kind of looks familiar. And because I got really into watching like haunted places videos on YouTube at one point, and then yeah, I looked it up and I was like, oh my gosh, this is that haunted hotel. So we're staying in the Biltmore, and it's 100 years old. It's a like historical building, like one of the most historical places in the US, and the lobby and everything is so beautiful. I will take you along and show you all around because it's a beautiful, stunning building. But like in the 30s and 40s, the Oscars were held here. There's been hundreds of movies and music videos and different things shot here. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I love an old building, you know me, so I'm really into it. And we haven't had time since we got here like late Tuesday night, and yesterday we were on Catalina Island all day. We haven't had time to like explore the building. They have like a pool here that is supposedly haunted. Like the whole hotel supposedly lots has gone down here. Like they had lots of parties in the ballroom, and there was like a speakeasy area in the back, and just all kinds of like fun random historical little tidbits that are a little bit spooky that I love. And the pool is supposed to be haunted too, so I'm excited to just go see everything. We'll do that at some point while we're here, but I was very excited to be staying in a spooky hotel while it's spooky season. You know, what's more perfect? We haven't seen anything, so you know, nothing happening to us yet. But let's talk about the books that I have on deck. I don't think I'm going to get to all three of these, but I would like to get to a couple of them. And the first one I have is Exalted by Anna Dorn. Y'all know I just recently read Perfume and Pain by her and absolutely freaking loved it. One of my favorites of the year. So I saw Exalted and I was like, this sounds kind of like spooky season, even though it's not like a horror or anything. But it says that it's like a dark lit fiction. And we are following these two women. One's in her 40s, and she is kind of like lost in life. Her girlfriend broke up with her, and she has to go back to work as a bartender or a waitress at this restaurant, and she's just kind of struggling through life. And then the other character is Emily, I believe is her name. She is like an astrologer. She makes content online. Like she has an Instagram where she'll post like stuff about your zodiac signs, and people pay her for astrology readings and stuff like that. And I'm not sure how these characters are going to come together or what's going on, but I'm sure it's going to be like fun and irreverent and kind of spot on like Perfume and Pain was. So I'm excited about it. And just with the name and like the whole astrology thing and also this cover, I was like, I think this might be good for spooky season, but just not, you know, actually spooky. So I thought that would be fun. And then I have two other books. I don't know which one I'm going to read. I would like to get to all three, but I don't know if I will. One is Curse of the Reaper by Brian Macaulay. This came out a couple of years ago, I think. We've had a lot of curse film books recently. It's been, you know, I feel like the past like 12 months has been the time of curse film books. But this one has really high ratings, and you know, it's based in LA, and I just thought it would be good to read while we were here. we have this actor who was in a horror film. It sounds like his character in the movie was kind of like Jack Nicholson in The Shining, to where he just kind of loses himself and goes after everyone. It sounds like that's what his character was. And the movie is actually being rebooted into a series. And our main character, he is not getting the role, it seems like, but he is trying to like fall back into this role that he played and this monster on screen, and it seems like he goes too far into it. And I wonder like if he's gonna be like slashing the crew of the new show because he didn't get cast. I don't know, but sounds interesting, fun, also good for just LA Hollywood horror movie vibes. I love that. And next is The Invisible Hotel by Yeji Y Ham. I don't know how to say that, and I apologize. But this one sounds like a surreal, lit, fic, weird time. We are following this woman. She is in Korea. She's just like living her life, and she begins having these dreams of this hotel, and the hotel has infinite rooms, and she keeps like going through these rooms, and it sounds like she is seeing different lives of hers play out, and as well as like the people around her and her family, and we start to lose reality of what is real and what's not. And it sounds like a trippy, strange, weird time, and also kind of like deep and metaphorical. So I feel like this one is very mixed when it comes to reviews, but a lot of the reviews that I was looking at seemed like it would be something I would really enjoy, and it just might be like a strange, mind-bending kind of thing. So and I also do believe it's supposed to be in the horror realm, so yeah, something scary, a spooky, like dreaming of a spooky hotel while you're in a spooky hotel. I was like, sure, why not? So we'll see how far I get into all of these, but I'm excited to pick them up. But yeah, we're about to go get lunch, and I will update you later. Okay, we are off work now, and we're out and about. We're gonna go to Melrose Ave and just walk around and shop, and we're gonna go to Mr. Charlie's, which is a vegan, like, McDonald's, basically. We had it when we were in San Francisco, and it's so good, so we were really excited to have it again. And yeah, we got off work. I read a little bit while Drew was getting ready, took a shower and stuff, so I did get about 20% into Exalted, and it's interesting. I am liking it, but it's definitely has a different feel than Perfume and Pain did. We are following these two characters, and we have Beau, who's in her late 40s. She's a lesbian, and her girlfriend just broke up with her. And her girlfriend was supporting her financially, and so she is kind of like going through the motions where she needs to pay rent. She's going back to like be a waitress, and we're just kind of like following her as she's going through this change. And she does talk about how she has BPD, and you know, how that's kind of affecting her too in her relationships. And then the other character we have is Emily, and she is in her 20s. She runs a social account about astrology, which is called Exalted, and she basically, you know, like posts memes about like zodiac signs and stuff. Like, we're all aware, we all see those online, but she has hundreds of thousands of followers, and she's kind of made a career out of this, and she also, you know, will write things for BuzzFeed and different media accounts about astrology. But she's kind of been in a slump where she hasn't been creating as much lately, and she's kind of seeing her deals kind of dwindle, and she's struggling there. And the thing is our other character obsessed with this Exalted page, and she's really into it. So I'm curious how they're going to coincide. But Emily, she does have OCD. So we have Beau with BPD, Emily has OCD, and I'm just gonna say a disclaimer, I don't know enough about these different mental diagnoses, I don't know but I don't know enough about those to really know if this is a good representation of that or not. I'm just gonna put that out there. I just don't know. So it might be problematic, I'm not sure, but they're both like starved for human touch and they feel very alone, and they're really just trying to make it through life and they don't know what they're doing. And which is kind of similar to Perfume and Pain, where they just like, you know, we're floating and trying to do what they can do. They're both kind of problematic and they seem a little bit selfish as well, but you can tell that they really, you know, would love friendships and are just struggling with loneliness as a whole. And they are both in the LA area. And our other girl has actually become kind of obsessed with this guy. She had this entry come in for an astrology reading, and it was for this guy, and basically his signs in his charts, they were all just like perfect in her mind. And she started kind of, I don't know if stalking is the right word yet, but it seems kind of like she might be. She started, you know, finding more about his family, and she's like figured out where he worked, and is kind of like showing up at different places that he's at. So I wonder just how these girls are gonna spiral and how far it's gonna go. But I'm liking it so far, it's good. We're gonna go shop around, go get some Mr. Charlie's, and then later tonight we're gonna go to a rooftop movie. There's like the rooftop cinema club or something here, and it's like 10 minutes from our hotel. So the movie doesn't start till like almost 10 o'clock. So the doors open at 9 and then the movie starts at 9:40. So we figured we'll shop, go eat, maybe we'll go get like drinks or something before the movie, and then go to that because they're playing Scream. So that should be really fun, and yeah, something just easy and chill to do tonight because of course we have to work tomorrow. It's Friday. I am in the elevator. I have a quick break. I'm gonna go get coffee from Frank's that we had yesterday and then get back to work. I keep walking past this cute little spooky Halloween store and they haven't been open. I hope they open at some point because I just want to pop in and see what they have. Hi everybody, it is Friday afternoon. I'm off work. I've gotten ready. Drew's off work now and he's in the shower. I'm sorry if you can hear that, but yesterday we went and walked around Melrose. Sadly, not a ton of shops are open there anymore. The last time I went there, it's probably like 4 years ago, like 2021. Yeah, probably 2021. And yeah, a lot of shops have closed, so it's kind of sad, but you know, it is what it is. After COVID, I feel like a lot of shops have closed, period, but yeah, we went down there, walked around for like an hour, looked at some vintage stores and just shopped. There was one vintage store that apparently Britney Spears signed the wall, and it's very funny, so I took a video of it. Then we went to Mr. Charlie's. We got our, vegan McDonald's, and it was so good. Like, I don't know how they make the cheeseburgers just taste like seriously spot on. It tastes just like a McDonald's burger. It's honestly wild. I love it so much. But yeah, we chowed down. Then we came back to the hotel and changed into some warmer clothes since we were doing that rooftop movie. But before that, we went to this bar called the Golden Gopher. Found it on a list about historic buildings and bars in LA, and the building was actually bought by Teddy Roosevelt in the early 1900s, and it was a saloon back then, which is really cool. And it was reopened in 2004 as the Golden Gopher, and had really good drinks. I got this thing called a Bramble Teeny. It was like a blackberry martini. It was so good. And also we each got a Last Word. That's one of our favorite drinks. We're big chartreuse people. So yeah, had a couple drinks there. It's a really pretty building. They have original exposed brick and stuff. It was pretty cool. And then we walked on over to the Rooftop Cinema Club and watched Scream. It was so fun. And we had some popcorn, had some Sour Patch Kids. Well, no, Sour Patch Bites. Or no, there's no patch. Sour Punch Bites. That's what it is. And yeah, just watched Scream, and hadn't seen it in a couple years, so that was fun. And then we just walked back and went straight to bed. I did read a little bit last night after we got back while I was washing my face, and then just before I went to sleep. And I've been reading too today since I've gotten off work, and I think I'm over 50% in now. I will say I'm not loving this book as much as Perfume and Pain. I'm kind of disinterested in the characters a little bit. Also, the audiobook is awful. Truly, the audiobook for this is one of the worst I've ever heard. The voices are just rough. One of the characters, who I also called Bo, the whole time, her name isn't Bo. We have Emily, who is the astrologer girl, and then we have Dawn, who is the who is the lesbian in her 40s that's a waitress. Okay, so I kept calling her Bo because that's her son's name, and I was getting confused with the names here. I'm sorry. I apologize. But yeah, it's okay. I'm just kind of going with it. There are definitely some references and some funny, irreverent humor involved. But, even in Perfume and Pain, even though all the characters were kind of problematic and just really selfish, they were still kind of likable in a weird way, and you could relate to them a little bit. And I'm just having trouble caring about these characters. I don't think you're supposed to like them. They're so incredibly selfish and self-centered that I'm just what's happening? And they are so alone, and I'm yeah, because you don't care about anyone but yourself, kind of thing. And part of me is also just how are these people going to come together? They are kind of getting into, I mentioned that there is this guy that Emily did a reading for, his astrology reading, and she kind of became obsessed with him, and that's Bo, who is Dawn's son. So there is a connection there, but, it's not, we haven't had anything where they actually come together or meet. So I don't know what's going to happen, and we're really just seeing them live life. It doesn't feel like much of a plot at all. We're just watching them go through the motions, trying to, find some human connection, make friends, even though they aren't very good at that. And just because it doesn't seem like they quite have the emotional capacity to really take the time and put themselves into a relationship with someone as well. So it's kind of interesting. I feel like right now I'm kind of just watching the same thing over and over again. It's they're going to a bar, they're going to work, and they're, having conversations with random people, and they're just living life, trying to pay rent, kind of thing. So yeah, I don't know. And part of me is is this gonna take a weird turn? Maybe in my brain I'm just willing it to go into a more thrilling direction, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I'm hoping I can finish it by tomorrow, and then I could start something else. Like, I would like to read one more book in this vlog if possible. I had a few meetings today. I had 3 meetings. I went and got coffee in between one, and then Drew went and got us some tacos while I was on another call, and they were so good. It was from Tokyo. I can't remember, but they were super delicious tacos. And we're gonna go to a place called Doomies tonight, which I had last time I was in LA, and they have vegan fried chicken and like mashed potatoes and mac and cheese and like just like southern comfort food, and it's so good. So I'm really excited about that. But I think we're gonna do like the touristy stuff. I think we're gonna go to Griffith Observatory. That's a hard word to say. And then go just see the Hollywood sign and then just bop around. I don't know. We don't really have much of a plan. But yeah, we'll see. It is pretty windy lately, the past couple days. Maybe that helps. Friends, it's Saturday morning. We just had brunch, but I wanted to give you an update. Yesterday we went to the observatory and we had so much fun. We hadn't been to the planetarium there, and we did the planetarium. It's a very good one. I actually think last time I came it was closed. I think they were renovating it or something. I'm not sure. I could have just made that up, but I hadn't done it before, and it was a really good planetarium, and I hadn't done one in years and years. So yeah, loved it. Saw some views, saw the sign, took some pictures. And then after that we went to Doomies to get dinner. I got fried chicken, mashed potatoes and gravy, mac and cheese made animal style, and man, we both got the same thing, and it was so good. It was so freaking good. The batter that they use on their vegan chicken is just next level. And yeah, we ate the whole thing, and then we also got a cookie, and I was like struggling to move after that. And then yeah, we just bopped around. We went down to Silver Lake and like Echo Park area. We thought about doing the swans on Echo Park Lake, but we decided against it. It was kind of chilly, honestly. It's been surprisingly cold. Like during the day it's been like 70s, but at night it's been like lower 60s, and I'm just like a little baby when it's cold. So I did not pack appropriately for it, but that's all right. And then yeah, we just went around, went to like a bar and had a glass of wine, and then came back to the hotel because we were tired. And then, yeah, I watched a little bit of Harry Potter and went to sleep promptly. But I did get a little bit further into the book. I'm like 85% in now. I'm still just like, it's okay. I'm still fine with it. I'm not loving it, but I will say there was quite the plot twist that happened recently. It's not a thriller at all. This is just lit fic, but there is a plot twist that happens that I did not see coming, and I was like, oh my god. It was actually hilarious and shocking, and yeah, I was into it because it definitely added something to the whole story. So I'm happy about that. But yeah, still have a little bit to go. It's just like, it's fine. Not a lot's happening. The people kind of suck. And, you know, we're just watching our characters live life and be a hot mess. So, which usually I do really love, but this one isn't hitting me quite like her other book. But anyway, just had brunch. We went to Cafe Gratitude. We got some vegan chicken and waffles. And we had these really great, like, they weren't coffee, it was like tea and like chicory root. I don't know what it was, but it was a really good like latte kind of thing. And then we saw this place that was like, we thought you could get a coffee and go sit in like a garden. It was like garden cafe, and we walked in and it was like weird because it wasn't really, I don't know what this place was. Like, it seemed like someone's house, and that they just like rich and like wanted something to do, because they were just like selling focaccia in their front yard, and they were like, you can come back and like bring a bottle of wine. You make sandwiches with the focaccia, and you can like just sit and have lunch. And we were like, okay. Their names were Steve and Carrie. So. But that was really funny and random. But yeah, now we're on our way to the Getty Villa, and yeah, never been. Excited. It's supposed to be like really pretty. I think it's like a replica of Roman ruins or something, and it's like a museum. I don't know, something like that. But it should be pretty. It's actually pretty chilly today. It's super gloomy, so I'm hoping the sun comes out, because we would like to do some like walking around the beach, the piers and stuff after the Getty. So we'll see, but I will update y'all later. Yeah. Hi friends, it's Sunday. It's our last day in LA. Yesterday, after I updated you, we went to the Getty Villa. It was super fun, beautiful. It's like a Roman little house, basically. Well, not little, it's like a mansion, but there's lots of like art and sculptures and stuff that this billionaire Getty collected throughout his life. But yeah, it was really pretty. And then went down to the beach. We went to the pier and just walked around. Then we sat at this little beach bar, drank a pina colada, and then walked around a little bit more. Then went down to like Venice Beach area and walked around to Abbot Kinney, this little neighborhood, and shopped around and got some dinner at the Butcher's Daughter, which is like a vegetarian restaurant, and yeah, it was super tasty. And we planned on coming back to the hotel and then just like walking to a bar or something, but then we got in and we were just kind of like tired, and it was almost 9:30 at that point, so we were just like, let's just stay in. And I was asleep by like 10 probably, but I did finish Exalted. I did like how it ended. We kind of get this full circle surprising kind of thing going on. And in my last update, I said there was a plot twist, and there definitely was. So yeah, I really like that. I thought the ending was great. And it definitely is funny, these characters and their weird personalities and their dynamics, and just them trying to get through life. There are some, I don't feel like the pop culture references hit for me as much in this one as they did in Perfume and Pain. We do get like a few good ones, but it just didn't hit me as much as Perfume and Pain, which I feel like sometimes that's how it goes, where you like find a book and you're like, I love this. You know, maybe not expect the same thing from the next book you read from that author, because that rarely happens, you know what I mean? So I think I'm going to give it 3 stars. It's good. It wasn't great. Our characters are just like a big old mess. They are super self-centered and they can't get out of their own way almost. And they're also just like they don't have high self-esteem. So they lie and they hide who they truly are from the people around them. And this is causing them like their own perception of what their life should be like and what it's not is like stopping them from actually succeeding and finding friendships and finding love and having close relationships with even their family. And I thought that was an interesting conversation that this has throughout, and kind of just like, get out of your own way. It's okay if you're not, you know, if all your dreams didn't come true with your career and your life, it's okay, you know? So there's people that are still going to love you and want to be with you. You don't have to lie about who you are as a human being. I did like the Los Angeles talk because we're here right now, so I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, overall, pretty good. Not great. It's fine. 3 stars isn't awful. I am going to start Curse of the Reaper. I just started it. I'm like 10% in. Drew actually left this morning super early. He probably left at like 7:30 to go with one of his friends that lives out here to go watch the Arsenal game at a bar. And I was thinking about going, but then the time rolled around and I was like, no, I'm sorry. I'm going to stay here and sleep in. So, especially because I was like, I'm going to have to pack and do all that stuff real quick. And I was just like, it's not happening. Yeah, I'm starting Curse of the Reaper. I thought that might just be a better option than the Invisible Hotel, because I really don't want to use my brain too much. And the Invisible Hotel sounds like you need to think. So I was like, no, I don't think I need to do that. I'm sorry that my eyes really red. My contact is bothering me, and I should probably take them out, but I don't know. If you have contacts, you probably get it. I'm just like, I really don't want to take them out, but anyway, I took them out last night. My eye feels better. I just, I think it's kind of like allergies and stuff too, but it feels fine. It's just like red, so I think it's just allergies. About 10% into Curse of the Reaper. I started listening to it speaking of listening, the audiobook for Exalted was literally the worst audiobook I've ever listened to. Like one of the worst ones ever. The voices that are used in this they're so hard to listen to. And maybe even that had something to play with how I disliked this book so much, because I was like, these voices are awful. They're absolutely horrendous. I don't know who this reader was, but like one of them, like at first I thought that like one of the characters was legit like an AI robot. I was like, did someone just like make this with AI? Because it doesn't sound like a human. It's so monotone. I can't even explain. I cannot explain. Yeah, the audiobook's rough. Do not recommend that at all. Let's see. But yes, Curse of the Reaper. I started listening to it this morning while I was getting ready and getting everything packed up. I'm basically all good to go. But yeah, we have this man who in the 80s, he was the Reaper, which is a villain, the bad guy, the serial killer in a horror series that was from the 80s. And, you know, they had a few sequels and stuff. And we follow him now, and he just goes to like events to where he takes pictures of people and signs autographs to like make some money, and he's kind of struggling. And it seems like his wife passed away. He's talking about her as if they're not together anymore or if she's passed away. It's kind of hard to know, but he's definitely getting older. He doesn't know what to do. He's like, I can technically retire from like Screen Actors Guild. He's reached the age and live a very like, you know, just be very aware of his spending and he will be okay. But yeah, he really just doesn't know what to do. His agent isn't getting him any parts. He's basically just, you know, going to these events and trying to make some money. So that's where we're at now. Oh, also, let's talk about the Reaper. So the Reaper, we start out, it's like a campfire story, and the Reaper was supposedly this like farmhand in this town, and he would help on farms, you know, collect the corn and the grain and stuff like that. And then one season, a blight or like some sort of disease hit all of the crops, and they all blamed it on this man. He was mute, and they were just like really harsh and horrible to him, and they blamed it on him. And then they tied him up with a rusty chain and you know, did him off. So but the legend is that later that night, he was not hung up anymore with that chain. And then the next morning, the three main farmers that chained him up and killed him were, you know, hung themselves. So in the town square. So, you know, a good classic kind of horror villain origin story here. But it honestly sounds like a cool like autumny movie with like the cornfields and stuff. So yeah, I like the idea of the Reaper. Main character is going to another event, and surprisingly a ton of people are there for him, and he's like, what's going on? And he finds out that it was just announced that they're rebooting the Reaper films. So and turns out he's not going to be involved. They decided to go a different route. Like, you know, makes an announcement to everyone there. He's like, I know y'all are so excited and y'all are here to see me because you heard that, you know, the film is being rebooted, but I'm not going to be involved. And they're all kind of sad. And then he hears a voice that sounds like the Reaper. And that's as far as I've gotten so far. But I'm like, is it going to be him going off on all these people? Or is there going to be like some supernatural Reaper man after him and the people involved in this movie? I don't know, but so far I'm really liking it. But I'm all packed up. I'm gonna go and run. I still have like 45-ish minutes until we need to check out, and I gotta wait for Drew to get back too. So he should be back right around 11 when we have to check out. But I'm gonna take you all along with me through the hotel because I still haven't gone through all the places yet, and I just want to see all the haunted places real quick. So we're gonna go take a stroll and go see all of the spooky places. We have like a pool and like a really scary looking indoor pool and just like some beautiful ballrooms and stuff. So let's go check it out. look at this pool. I'm pretty sure one of the scenes in Cruel Intentions is in here. There's also a gym over there, but this is so cool. Like, this is what I imagine the pool on the Titanic or something to look like. Just all the beautiful ornate tiles and the railing. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. It's really cool that this is just still usable, that we can still use this 100 years later. We have a shower, and they even still use like the old-timey looking sun chairs. Love it so much. And the tile is just beautiful. Oh my gosh, I think this is just so cool. Look at this water fountain. Oh my god. Did a quick lap around, and I was hoping that the ballrooms would be open, but they're not. Sadly, all the doors were locked. But that's okay. I did get to see the pool, which the pool is just so cool. I can't believe that it's still functioning 100 years later today. It's beautiful. Like, it's truly what I imagine like the pool on the Titanic or something to be like, and you know, I'm obsessed with that. So it's just absolutely beautiful, like the old like showers and water fountains, and they even still have like the old-timey looking little like lounge chairs. I just loved it so much. So I'm so glad I got to see that, because the pool is just for hotel guests only, so was able to see that before we had to check out. But yeah, so cool. I do wish I could see the ballrooms, darn, but that's okay. This building is absolutely stunning, like historical, beautiful. If you love old places, like give it a go. I will say the rooms are nice. They're not like the nicest rooms ever. I feel like it's probably due for a renovation soonish, but I'll give you a quick look-see. We actually got an accessible room, so it's quite a bit bigger. So you walk in, you have a closet, and then I have the ironing board and stuff out. We got a little chair, a little coffee station, a desk. I worked from there a couple of days, and then the bed, and then just the bathroom. The bathroom still has like old piping and stuff, which makes sense. But yeah, pretty standard little room, but I really like this hotel. But yeah, it's almost 11. I'm gonna go downstairs and check out real quick, and I will talk with y'all later. Hi everyone, it is a Monday. We are back home. I'm in Denver, and I just feel so much better. I was ready to get home by the end of yesterday, like afternoon. I was like, okay, I'm ready to be home now. I just think we've been going so much this year that I'm just tired. And also just so much of our travel has been for weddings the past few years. It's a lot, and it adds up for sure. We love celebrating with them, but yeah, it's like every single wedding we've gone to has been a travel wedding. So yeah, but I think that's the last of Jasper. Hello. I think that's the last wedding we have I'm pretty sure we're like on the end of it. So yeah, we did it. We made it through our, 30s travel season for weddings. I feel like most of you probably understand what I'm talking about. It's like everyone starts to get married. And yeah, it's fun, but it's a lot. But yeah, I'm so happy to be home. Yesterday, we went and got some lunch. We went to this place called Hey Sunshine Kitchen. It was so good and honestly very affordable. Like the sides were $5, but it was like a huge bowl. Like we got a side of mac and cheese and like potato salad, and they were huge bowls. And I was just shocked at how nice the prices were. Like the vegan chicken sandwiches we got were, I think, $12. That's cheaper than like anywhere around Denver. So I was like, man, if we lived here, that would be the place to be. And it was really, really good. And they had a little patio, which was nice. We just sat outside and ate. And then what did we do? Then we went by Marina Del Rey and just walked around for a few minutes. We were there for like 30 minutes just to see it. And then we went back to the beach. We went to Venice Beach this time and walked around, brought our blanket, and just chilled for a little bit. And we went to the airport, returned our rental car, and yeah, just waited to take flight. I did read quite a bit more of Curse of the Reaper, and I am really liking it. I want to say like 70-ish% in now. Like my last update, we were just following the actor who was the original Reaper, and now that it's being rebooted and he's not going to be the Reaper, we're also following the actor that's going to play the Reaper now in the reboot. And his name's Trevor. He just got out of rehab. He's been a child star and, has struggled with that. And he has an addiction, and he just got out of rehab trying to stay clean. And we're kind of watching him as he's trying to revamp his career. He's going to take this role and try to stay sober and, turn his life around. And we're watching him as he struggles and grapples with that. And I actually kind of like the way that it's written, like his character is written, because I feel like it seems relatable and real. I really like him a lot. Like I can definitely sympathize with him. But what has happened is that our other main character, Howard, he keeps hearing things like the Reaper kind of taking him over almost. And I don't know if I mentioned, but he is actually, as he's getting older, he has early onset, I don't know if it's dementia or Alzheimer's, I think. And are those kind of the same thing? Is Alzheimer's a form of dementia? I don't know. Anyway, and he is kind of wondering, is it the disease that's coming after him, or is something sinister actually going on? Is there this Reaper presence like taking him over and like wanting him to kill people? The Reaper spirit or whatever is like wanting him to get his role back so that he can be the Reaper. It's like, you're the only Reaper, you got to do this. And we're wondering how far it's going to escalate, and if Trevor is in trouble, if other people are in trouble. And I really like the pacing. I think it's gone by so fast, and I'm just so curious to see what ends up happening in the last quarter or third of this book. Overall, the story is really great. I feel like with so many Hollywood like cursed film books lately, this one's standing out for me a bit more. And it's not quite cursed film, but kind of like we're having the villain from this film come back in a sense. But yeah, I'm really liking it a lot. It's Monday. I'm on my break. I need to edit a video tonight, so that's my big plan. I might take a nap at some point. I am truly exhausted. So maybe I'll get off work. I get off work at 3 today. Maybe I'll take a little nappy nap and then get up, eat dinner, and edit a video. I think the video might take me a few hours. I mean, it usually takes me no less than 3 hours. And I'm hoping, since it's a little bit shorter, I'm hoping I can knock it out around that time. And then the bad news is the next vlog I have, I already like put all the clips up into iMovie just to see how long it was. It's another one that's like almost 2 hours. I'm like, oh my gosh, I talk too much. Which is totally fine, but like as I'm editing, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's overwhelming. So hopefully that one doesn't take me as long. I want to get that done so it goes up on Thursday, but high priority is a shorter one to get it up tomorrow. But yes, I digress. It's Tuesday. I just got off work. It's a little bit after 4. Oh, it's 5. So I guess I sat on my phone and scrolled for like almost an hour. But I'm gonna go on a walk and finish this book, hopefully. I think I should be able to finish it on my walk and just listening to the audiobook. Hi friends, it's the next day. I'm sorry this vlog got so weird. I fully thought I would be able to finish a couple of books while in LA, and that just didn't happen. It's Wednesday now. I did finish The Curse of the Reaper last night on my walk, and then I came home. Drew had finished dinner, so we ate dinner, and I edited a video for a few hours until like 9:30. And yeah, that's pretty much all I did last night. Went to bed pretty early, and I'm feeling more well rested today, so that's good. But let's talk about the book. I do want to put a warning out there that there is something with an animal in this book that I was not prepared for, and I don't think was necessary. And you know, everyone has their own like tolerances with those things, and normally it doesn't like bother me that much, but I had to like pause the book after it. It's really a short scene, and I don't know why it like bothered me so badly, but I don't know. It just like made me a little sick to my stomach. So I paused it and just like tried to clear my head for a few minutes, and then before I restarted the book again. But just be aware of that if you have anything with pets. Yeah, just be prepared. And I don't think it was fully necessary, so that's like one thing that I'm like, no. It kind of plays into everything, but I don't know. I just felt like it wasn't a necessary element to bring into the book. But anyway, in the end, I really love this. I thought this was so well written. The story is fast paced. Things are constantly happening. You're really just questioning what is actually going on. And you're like, is this person, you know, is something supernatural happening and sinister going on with our main character being like possessed by the Reaper? Or is he just like mentally unwell? And is he just like spiraling and turning into a killer? It's really interesting to read. We get a couple of twists and surprises that I really liked, and more comes to light about our characters and just kind of like what has been going on with them in their lives, and I love that so much. And we do get some good kills in the end, which I was happy about, because I was not sure if it was going to go there or not, and it does, so that's a huge plus. And yeah, overall a great time. As far as curse film books goes, this is great. Like, I was kind of shocked because I feel like there's been so many curse film books, and it's just like the same thing over and over again, and I feel like this had a different take, and I really just liked it a lot. And in the end, I thought the ending was fantastic. I liked the last chapter so much. And we also, I don't think I mentioned, but we get like a mixed media element throughout where we are getting snippets of the screenplay for this movie, for the reboot. I thought that was really clever, especially with how everything wrapped up in the end. And yeah, so smart, so fun. And just the snippets from the script, the movie sounds so camp and funny and just like cheesy horror. And I really just loved how that would like come in and kind of break up some of the more serious conversations we were having, because, you know, we have like conversations around addiction and, you know, loss of a child and just like different things that were more intense topics. And then you would cut to the scene and it'll be like, in each scene with the Reaper from the script, he would just say this cheesy, hilarious line, and I loved it so much. It was just like a great way to really tone down, I don't want to say cozy, but to chill out on the more intense topics going on. So I love that. I liked our characters a lot. I feel like everyone made great decisions, and the way that things transpire, it really does go in a way that I did not see it going. So yeah, I love that, and I just love the idea of this Reaper character kind of method acting, kind of taking control of people in a way. And also just like the Hollywood movie talk was good too. So overall, I highly recommend this. If you're looking for a curse film book, this is on up there. I loved it. What else have I read that I really liked that was curse film? Burn the Negative was another curse film one that I really enjoyed. But yeah, I feel like there was one more that I liked. Horror movie was fine. Silver Nitrate, I hated. So I think that's all the cursed film books I've read in the last year. It's wild how many have come out. I feel like this came out kind of prior to the influx of all of the cursed film books. And yeah, horror's there, kills are good. The suspense and mystery is great, so can't complain. I really loved it a lot. I think I'm gonna give it 4 stars. I think there were a few issues. I am gonna dock it down a little bit for the animal thing. I know that some people might not agree with that, but I don't feel like it was totally necessary. I'm okay with it if I feel like this is really necessary for the plot, but I don't think it really was, and it could have like shown that in a different way. So yeah, not for me. There definitely are a few like cliche-ish things going on, but overall a great time. Highly recommend for like a cursed film horror slasher-ish kind of book. I really liked it. And my only other complaint was it really took a long time to get to some killing and some slashing, like to the point where I was like, are we gonna get any of that? But it does amp up in the end. It's been an interesting reading vlog. I've been all over the place. I thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you and for just like listening to me talk. Just so grateful to you all for being here. This week I passed 2K subscribers, which is so wild to me. Like I remember when I passed 50 and I was like, oh my gosh, do I have 50 subscribers? And I just can't believe that, I don't know, that many of y'all are like willing to listen to me jab my jaws. And talk about books. It means a lot, and yeah, I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for being here, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. That helps me a lot. And if you like bookish content, please subscribe. Again, thank you for being here, and I hope you have the best spooky rest of your day.